A near 8-hour standoff south of Haysville ends peacefully after a suspect opened fire on deputies.
Brand new video tonight, though. Neighbors telling us about what they were calling a very tense moment. 12 News reporter Brandon Stitt joins us with some new security camera footage capturing the moment the standoff came to an end. Before we get to Brandon, we want to show you some of that new video.
Walk out the front door, come out to the front yard. Keep your hands in the air.
And you're watching that new footage captured by a neighbor's security camera. The moment the suspect, Robert Cook, gave up and turned himself over to SWAT officers. A neighbor telling me tonight it sounded like fireworks right outside her window.
I mean, I about wet myself.
Shot fired, shot fired.
Those shots coming from right next door to Mary Kello's house.
It sounded like somebody threw a package of Black Cat firecrackers out. You look out the window and they're popping off shots, and it's just like...
Police saying the shots came from this man, Robert Cook, wanted on a felony warrant. Deputies went to his house to arrest him.
Mr. Cook fired at the deputies multiple times.
2 deputies returned fire, one with a rifle, the other a handgun.
A lot of people could have been hurt.
Luckily, no one was hurt. But police say with Cook still refusing to surrender, it prompted a near 8-hour standoff with SWAT and negotiators.
There was over 100 cops here.
At no point did the negotiators give up.
The standoff moving well into the evening. SWAT eventually using tear gas, forcing Cook to give up.
Keep your hands in the air. Walk out to the center of the front yard.
He was wrong, okay, but the man's not crazy.
As of this afternoon, police were still processing the house for evidence. Tonight, Cook remains in jail on his original warrant and 3 counts of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer.